Hello food fans, today we're going to have a great lunch. You could also use it for supper. It's going to be a very filling and cheap meal. It's going to be Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. Is that all? No, there's more. Wait, there's more. By the way, Kraft Macaroni and Cheese for drummers would be a good percussion instrument. Do the various rhythms with that, and also with it we're going to have some ground turkey. This costs about $4. I'll use half the package. This is a 1-pound package of ground turkey. I'll be using a half pound, 8 ounces of ground turkey with the macaroni and cheese. Plus I will have a secret ingredient when it comes time for dessert. So let's get started. In the pan on the left we have water coming to a boil, and I will put the macaroni and cheese into the boiling water, or not the cheese, the macaroni I'll put into the boiling water. And instead of adding butter or margarine as it says on the box, what I will add is vegetable oil, about 2 tablespoons full of vegetable oil will go into the macaroni when it gets boiled enough to where it is the consistency I like. Then I'll add the vegetable oil. I'll also add 2 tablespoons full of dry milk. So we'll let that happen, and also in the other pan on the other side here we have the turkey, ground turkey, about 8 ounces of ground turkey. And I'm just going to cook that up, and I'll chop it up into little chunks. While the turkey cooks, I'll get it to where it's very dark, and I'll take the lid off the pan of water, put in the Kraft macaroni. I'll take the package of cheese out. There's a cheese in there, it's in the package. And I'll pour the macaroni into the pan over here. And so that will be cooking over there. The meat is still frying there. I'm going to turn out the heat from the spaghetti or macaroni, the big pan there with macaroni in it. I'll let that set for a little while until it gets the consistency that I like. Then I will stir in the vegetable oil and the dry milk. I will now drain the water from the macaroni and then put in the cheese and the vegetable oil and the powdered milk. And there's the drained macaroni and cheese and vegetable oil and non-fat dry milk. Non-fat dry milk is something that's very convenient for someone who doesn't drink milk all the time. You don't want to just keep a big quart size or gallon or half-gallon size container of milk in the refrigerator. You just want to use it once in a while. It's a convenient way. Now I'll get this all stirred up. Then I'll add the turkey to it, and we will be ready to eat. We'll add the turkey. And it's time to eat. And the first thing I will do is stir the concoction here, macaroni and cheese and turkey. And you can use ground beef, of course, if you wish. And you could put in onions if you like onions that much. I prefer it without the onions. I like onions in spaghetti. But let's give this a try here. It's still very, very warm. And there's some turkey and some macaroni and cheese. Question answered. I am still the best cook here in this house. That is good. Low cost meal. I don't know how much the Kraft Macaroni and Cheese cost because that was a gift from my subscriber. But I would guess the entire meal, even if you wanted to add coleslaw, potato salad, macaroni salad, you're going to be paying $3.50 maybe. Good stuff. If you're cheap like me and you like to eat like I do, this is a real winner. Another gift, Dad's Old Fashioned Root Beer. This is one of the products that's around today that was around when I was a kid. Root beer. Root beer tastes good. There are a lot of product names that are famous now that were famous when I was a kid, like Coke and Pepsi, Fords, Chevrolets. Show business, I'll talk a little bit about stunt people. I knew many stunt people when I was working in Hollywood. Some of my best friends started out as movie extras and then became stunt people. Some stunt people became movie stars, like Buster Keaton, John Wayne. Look up at YouTube, just search for Buster Keaton, Keaton, Buster Keaton stunts. They got a lot of videos that show Buster Keaton doing stunts. He was amazing. Well, I'll tell you a story after I have more Dad's root beer. Root beer goes good with macaroni and cheese and turkey, and talks about stunts. On Dear John, we had one episode where something somewhat interesting took place as far as the world of stunt people. There was a scene in the script, and the scene calls for a bride to pick up her husband, pick him up, physically just pick him up, and run up a flight of stairs with him. And in the episode, what happens is the character Ralph, we see Ralph marrying Bloom Laika, and she picks him up to carry him up the flight of stairs, and that's the way it's written in the script, so it's real easy to write something like that. But then comes an interesting situation. Harry was a reasonably big guy, and we need a bride to carry him up the stairs. So the first plan, which they executed, they contacted Screen Actors Guild and said, send us a stunt man who can pick up a grown man, carry him up a flight of stairs, and run while he's doing it. And we'll make the man look like a woman. We'll put a wig on him and makeup and so on. So they sent the man, stunt man. Then somehow a word got to Screen Actors Guild that you can't do that. More root beer. You can't have a man playing the part of a woman if there's a woman available who can do the job. And this is physically demanding, and the woman would have to be somewhat petite, not a big like a weightlifter at the Olympics type big muscled person. She would have to be petite. And so they call Screen Actors Guild. Do you have such a person? Is there a woman who can pick up a man, a grown man, and go running up a flight of stairs with him? And the answer came back, yes, we have someone. They sent her to the stage. She was told what her scene was. They asked her to rehearse it. She picks up Harry, who plays the part of Ralph, and she goes running up the stairs, no problem at all. And so they had already hired the male, and he was not at fault for anything. They couldn't fire him and say, you didn't do the job well. So they had to have both stunt people on the set for the rest of the week. I don't know how many days it amounted to, probably 5-day week, I would imagine. But excuse me. But I am retired from SAG with a pension. They always took good care of me as far as insurance and making sure there was set safety. The only set I was ever on that I thought was not safe was John Landis' set for Twilight Zone, the movie, with Vic Morrow episode, or his part in the movie was 1/4 of the movie. This is good. This is good. This is good. I have a few more bites of this, and then I'll get to the dessert, just to keep the video from being too long. Another stunt person I'd recommend studying, you can probably find his videos at YouTube, Yakima Canutt, and I think his last name is spelled with a K. K-A-N-U-T-T, I believe. First name Yakima, Y-A-K-I-M-A. If you just put in Yakima stunts, some of his stunt work will come up. This is really good. I would say I hate to pat myself on the back, but I don't hate to pat myself on the back. I come up with some good food, good meals. Let me get this over here. By the way, I have a cup someone sent. You're one in a melon. You're one in a melon. And I'll try the root beer in the cup. Then we'll have the dessert. That's this way. Here's to us. I think it tastes better out of a cup. Now for the dessert. I will have cosmic brownies. These were sent by one of my subscribers. And how do I get that open? I guess we do it like this. But anyway, if you become an actor, actress, it's probably worth your while to get into Screen Actors Guild AFTRA, SAG AFTRA. That's the union for movie stars. And you also can get into the musicians union. Now let's see what we got here. We got a very pretty very pretty brownie which I shall eat, and while I'm eating it I will have some of the cherries from my cherry tree. I'll just take a few here and there. I have chocolate and cherries, so I have a taste similar to chocolate covered cherries. And cherries really taste good right off the tree. This is a nice brownie. It's flexible, feels a little bit moist, which is good. Very chocolatey, and it's got little candies on top. I'll take a cherry. And another cherry. I'll probably save the seeds and plant at least one cherry tree. This is good. The brownies are very, very good. I love brownies. Very nice. I will pour a little bit more root beer into the cup. And don't worry, I will finish the macaroni and cheese and turkey. And I'll probably have another brownie. Good food. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching.